Thank you for joining us. The aim of this video over the next 5 or 10 minutes is to give you an overview of the many resources available to support students in their maths revision, as well as some tips about how to best prepare for their exams. Before we get started, just a quick note on equipment. We would like to encourage all students to be fully prepared for both their lessons and their exams. The list of equipment they require is on the screen. And in their exams, they may have to use protractors, compasses, and they will have to use a calculator. So it's really important they can use these accurately and efficiently. The best way to be able to use them accurately and efficiently is to regularly practice. So making sure they have them in lessons to use is really important. Okay, although things in school are a little bit different, there are loads of fantastic resources online that students can use to support their revision. Some of the key ones are listed here, and we just want to show you these in a little bit more detail. First up is Hegerty Maths. Since the start of the year, we have been using Hegerty Maths to set homework. So students should be familiar with how to access the website and how to log on. As well as completing their homework, students have access through this website to nearly 1,000 videos and quizzes on different skills to develop and strengthen their understanding. So let's have a look and show you what this looks like. Now, when students log on, their homepage will look a little bit different to the teacher page, but the important thing is this search bar up here. So if students have a topic that they want to work on, they can search for it here. Say I wanted to work on collecting like terms. I can see there are 2 videos. I'm going to start with the first one. Click on that. Again, the student page may be slightly organised slightly differently, but they will be presented with the same thing. So first of all, they have a video. This is step by step with lots of different examples, explains what they need to know, what they need to do in a very clear process. They'll then be able to go on to a quiz to check their understanding. So they'll be presented with lots of different questions to make sure they've understood what has been discussed in the video. Now, it's a fantastic website because students are never left on their own. If they are struggling, they can watch a video very similar to the question that's being asked of them to give them a bit of a hand. And there are some key skill building blocks that will also be offered if students are struggling. So really, really fantastic options there. And again, there are nearly 1,000 videos for students to pick from. Another fantastic resource on Hegerty Maths, unfortunately it doesn't show on the teacher dashboard, but when students log in there should be a button at the top called Revise. Now this will give them 2 options, Fix Up 5 and Memory. Fix Up 5, the website will generate a 5-question quiz on based on things that students have done previously and they've got wrong, things that they need to work on, 5 questions to help them improve. The memory option will generate a personalised retrieval quiz to keep students fresh on topics that they have previously looked at. The second website that we wanted to show you is Genie. Now this can be accessed completely free, there's no login required, and it gives students access to past papers as well as mark schemes and videos which talk through each question in the paper. Something just to note, we follow the Edexcel 9 to 1 course, so when students are accessing past papers, they just need to be careful to select the Edexcel option. Past papers are a really fantastic form of revision, great practice. It is just really important that students do mark their answers straight away. So once they've completed the paper, next step is to mark their answers so they can see what they've understood, where they picked up marks, what they need to work on, where they've dropped marks. In terms of correcting then things that they're unsure of, they could watch the video on the Maths Genie website which talks them through the question. That might just jog their memory, sort out any questions. They could also look up the topic then on Hegerty if they wanted to, and of course they can take questions to talk through with their teacher. The other great thing about this website, so again on the top bit of the website there's an option for GCSE revision. This provides exam questions by topic, so if students wanted to focus on a particular topic they can search for that and they'll be presented with a variety of exam questions. Again, all the solutions are included, and there are some more videos talking through the topics in general. The next website to show you is MathsSpot. This again is completely free and there is no login required. On the top bar there is an option called GCSE resources, and the screen will look a little bit like this. Lots of great stuff on there, including a section showing students all the key formulae that they need to remember for the exam. There are more exam style questions. It will generate revision grids for them. There's retrieval practice, skills tests, and scarily of all, an exam countdown clock. The next website to show you is Corbett Maths. Again, this is completely free. There is no login required. It offers hundreds of worksheets with solutions on all different topics. So if students want to practice a particular topic, they can log into the website and search for whatever they need. The textbook exercise will give them lots of different practice questions. Again, all of the answers are included. There is another option, another video option. So again, these videos will talk through those topics so students can find whichever website or system works for them best and which videos they want to use. Another fantastic part about Hegerty Maths, about Corbett Maths, is these 5-a-day worksheets. So again, on the top page of on the top bar of the website, there'll be an option called 5-a-day. For every single day of the year, there is a worksheet which includes 5 questions on different topics for students to complete. There are multiple different levels available, so students can choose the most appropriate level of challenge for them. They're really good retrieval because they're mixed topics. They just, again, help to keep students practicing those topics they might not have looked at for a little while. Finally, we just wanted to show you our Year 11 GCSE Maths SharePoint. This is in its early phases and more content will be added throughout the year. Now, students should have seen this before half term and the link should have been shared with them, but I'll just show you what that looks like. So students will need to be logged in with their school email address to access it. If they click on the Documents tab here, a few things to draw your attention to. First of all is the command words document. So the command words document looks like this. This shows the command words that students will see in exams. For example, describe, calculate, evaluate. It explains exactly what they mean, and it also includes examples of exam questions which use those command words so students can see how they are used in context. The second document is this Edexcel frequency analysis. So if I open that one, it's split by foundation and higher tier at the bottom, and it shows you, it's looked back at the previous papers and shows the topics that have come up most commonly. Now, of course, this is no guarantee that they will, what will come up in the future, but it gives you a really good indication of things that you might want to make sure you're really comfortable on. So we can see that simplifying expressions has come up 12 times in the past on the foundation paper. Standard forms come up 10 times. Venn diagrams come up 4 times, etc. And on the higher paper, we can see, again, standard form, fractional, negative indices, etc. The last document just to show you is here. So this folder, topic list Hegerty videos. This, if we open this, shows 3 options. So you've got higher, foundation, and crossover. Crossover are the topics that are covered by both the higher and foundation papers. Now each one shows the topics that could come up and then the clip number. So again, students can say, okay, I need to focus on substitution. So these are the videos that they can look up on Hegerty Maths to help them with that. So that should hopefully be really useful. Now, I've been talking for quite a while, and we just wanted to finish by giving you some tips or advice about what revision you could be doing and how you could best prepare. So, the best way to revise maths is to do some maths, even if you've just got a short period of time, a few times a week. that can make all the difference. So if you've got a short period of time to do some maths, you could, for example, complete one of the Corbett 5-a-day worksheets. You could do a Fix Up 5 quiz on Hegerty Maths. You could make or use some flashcards, or you could work through some of the GCSE resources on MathsSpot. If you have a little bit more time, it might be worth recapping a particular topic that you're not feeling as comfortable on. So you could go on to Hegerty Maths, watch the video and complete the quiz, or you could work through some topic-based exam questions on Maths Genie. You could watch the video on Corbett Maths and do the accompanying worksheets, or you could use a revision guide to recap the topic and then complete exam questions in the workbook. Closer to the exams, so nearer the time, we'll be sending out weekly final countdown emails from around the February half term. Timings might vary slightly, and this again will just be another great practice resource that students can work through. Also, as we said, really great practice to do the past papers, but the important thing is that if students are doing those, they are marking them as well. Over Christmas, so I know this isn't what everybody wants to hear, but it would be really useful to start working through some of the revision over the Christmas holidays. Students could start working through some past papers. As we said, they can access them for free from the Maths Genie website. Please, please, please make sure that you mark your work. You need to know what you're getting right and what you need to work on. The final thing was some feedback from previous Year 12s about exam prep and the advice they could give to Year 11s. So when marking past papers, if you get something wrong, look up the topic on Corbett Maths revision cards or in revision guide, wherever, Hegerty Maths, to help your understanding. They said that look at patterns of questions that came up or similar questions that are coming up. Even if you sit for just half an hour and do some questions, it's better than nothing. Make yourself a revision schedule so you can complete one past paper a week in the run-up to exams. Use past papers and mark them. And use a timer, especially towards the end. I hope that was helpful, but any questions, please feel free to let us know. We will keep updating the SharePoint with lots of useful resources, so students should keep an eye out on that. Thank you for listening.